Best show ever.
Best show ever, dude. Best show
ever.
Let's kick it off, okay?
Let's do it. Yeah, man.
Dude.
Remote.
Yeah, we got it. We actually got it right this time. Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh,
week 18.
Week 18. I don't know how it happens. How does it happen?
Week 18.
It's ridiculous.
Do you remember when the Carolina Panthers were 3-0?
You're right. You're right about that.
Do you remember when Arizona had the number 1 seed?
I know. Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, remember when I had the Chiefs buried? Remember,
yes.
I picked the Chiefs.
Oh, everybody did. The Chiefs, yeah, everybody did.
That's right. The Chiefs are done. They're out of it. I mean, oh my gosh, so much happens over 18 games. It's ridiculous.
Do you know who I picked to? Well, we know who I picked to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Do you know who I picked to go to the Super Bowl in the NFC? Do you remember?
Was it the Packers?
I picked Seattle.
Oh, that's right. It was Seattle. That's right. I forgot about that. Dude, yeah. Oh my gosh.
So I'm going to hang my hat on my AFC pick right now. I'm not going to talk about that NFC stuff. But, yeah, I picked Seattle to go all the way.
All right. Well, hey.
I think do you have Green Bay, Kansas City?
I had Green Bay and Kansas City. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're still alive.
No. I had Tampa Bay, Kansas City.
You're still alive. Oh, yeah, the repeat.
Yeah, I'm still an opportunity to get it. Okay. Yep. Hey, guys. You got Fire and Brimm Sports. You got Carl over here. There you go. He's right there. You got Doug. We are back for the Week 18 show, man. Okay. Now, we had to call another Audible this week.
Hey,
that little bug is bugging us.
You never know. You never know where it is. So we're just going to do a little remote action.
How do you feel?
Oh, I'm great. I feel fantastic.
Good. You look good. You look great. You look great.
Yeah, feel good. So, you look good. No worries.
We're rocking and rolling.
Hey, you know what? We're here. It was so long ago. There was a week we didn't have a show this year. If you remember that?
Hey, that's right.
So yeah, it's been a long season. We are still here plugging away 18 weeks in.
It's like we're like the Patriots. Okay, if the weather's bad, we're only going to throw the ball 3 times. That's it. That's all we're going to do. So we're just the Patriots.
Listen, it doesn't matter. The one thing I just want to point out before we kind of get rolling here is it doesn't matter if we're on a boat. It doesn't matter if we're live in person. Yeah. It doesn't matter if we're remote. The bottom line is we put the work in to deliver a serious handicapping show. No jokes. We bring winners. That's what it's about. So I'm just going to say, if you're watching this right now and you've watched part of the season, okay, it's time to share it with your friends. It's time to hit subscribe. It's time to share with your friends, and it's time to say, listen, these guys have a good time, but at the end of the day, they know how to pick a winner because, Doug, this is a serious handicapping show. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say.
In fact, you know what? Just like you said, everybody out there, let's see if we could blow this week up. Let's go for a couple thousand views. I mean, and so everybody out there, if you could just share it, just tell people about it, whether you like it or not.
I know. Listen, there are probably people that go to the office. They go to the office on Monday, and then they don't want to share their sources. That could be it. It could be it. They don't want to share their source. And I understand that. I understand. That's okay. But look, we pick winners. That's what we do. What do our records look like? What do our records
That's your job. That's your job. Okay, now speaking of winners, let's do this. Speaking of winners. Okay, we're going to be talking about these Week 18 winners in just a little bit. Let's talk about the championship game because this is all about winning, right?
Okay, yeah.
Who do you like? Talk to me.
Well, when you talk about winners, the one thing I'm going to point out here is this is the SEC. This is the game nobody wanted to see, but at the end of the day, that conference is above and beyond the other conferences. I'm sorry. You send your best team up there to beat them, and you can't do it consistently. That's why they're here every year. I'll point out I think of. I just recently thought of. They want to expand. We're going to expand the playoffs at some point, right? Whether it's 12 or whether it's 16,
I hope
or whatever the case may be. And I'm telling you, just like I loved UC. I was hoping for the upset, but I felt like Alabama just kind of toyed with them the whole game.
Oh, I think they did.
I felt like they never stepped on the gas.
Yep.
All they did was let's run it. And they said all the right things. How they gave Cincinnati all the credit in the world for battling them. But I think if Cincinnati makes some of those plays early on, Alabama steps on the gas. They just knew exactly what they needed to do. The SEC is just that much better than everybody else. I mean, Georgia, I thought Michigan was going to win the whole thing, and Georgia blew them away. These teams are just that good.
Dude, I thought Michigan, you heard me. I said Michigan has a chance to win this game. Look out, they're going to win the game. And Georgia you know what? Great decision on coaching. I think it's also the coaching, because in that Georgia Michigan game, Michigan's got their run game, right? But they got a suspect quarterback. Yeah. So Georgia said, we're just going to shut down the run and challenge us, try to beat us in the air. You know what I mean? They just, and then on the defense, I think Georgia just went over the Michigan defense. I mean, they just.
They were that much better.
I know. So,
and I think you're going to see a repeat that you saw in the SEC championship game. Alabama is still that much better. They did not have to put everything out there against Cincinnati. They didn't have to. I'm not trying to dog Cincinnati, but when you line them up, Alabama, they're just bigger, they're faster, they're stronger, they're more talented. I mean, they just had – I'm not trying to knock Cincinnati. They had a great season. They earned the right to be there.
No, they were there.
When we get to the playoffs and we're lining up 1 versus 12 or 1 versus 16, those aren't going to be – we're not going to have 8 exciting games. There's going to be a lot of blowouts.
And here's how we tell this is the right game. And that's because the line is 2.5 points.
Yeah.
And the line in the Cincinnati game was what? 14, 15, something like that, right?
13.5. Yeah. Georgia was even favored by 7.
Michigan, Michigan, Georgia was what? 6, 7, something like that. Okay. When the line is at 2.5 points, that means they're basically on par with each other. Either one of those teams can win.
Well, Vegas thinks this is what's going to get 50% of the action. Right. I think they're basing that off of, look what Georgia did to Michigan, and Alabama had kind of a fight with Cincinnati. I don't think that was the case, guys. If you're watching this show, you can feel confident to go ahead and take Alabama. I don't think it's going to be – I think Alabama everybody likes to see Alabama lose, but who doesn't like to see Georgia lose? And look, I'm a Gator fan, so I don't like to watch either one of these teams play. But we play Georgia every year. We don't play Alabama every year.
I'm going to go on the opposite side. I'm going Georgia. I like what I saw against Michigan, but you said something really right. I don't think Alabama ever got out of third gear. I think they kept it. They went into third gear once or twice. That was it. That's it. So I think it's going to be a good game. It's still SEC for me, a Big Ten fan, but it's going to be a good game. It's going to be okay.
You know what? You got to beat them.
you got to beat them. That's right.
If you don't want them to be the best anymore, then you got to start beating them. And you just
as much as I don't like seeing SEC, I'm going to be watching the game. Doggone right, I'm going to be watching the game. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Enough of that, my friend.
Alabama, guys. Take Alabama. Take Alabama minus 2.5. I know Doug said Georgia. I'm just
take Georgia. Go Georgia. Go Georgia. Go Bulldogs. Okay, dude. Here's something to get excited up about. Your record, 11-5.
Right back.
What did you do to the algorithm?
I just kept running with it. Like it's been right on pace. I don't question it. I was trying not to question it. I didn't tweak it, and I just said, "All right, let's just go with it," and it delivered again. Look at those. All right, this is amazing to me if you think about this. All right, we do not know each other's picks going into the show. We have no idea. No. I don't know the Kool-Aid pick. You don't know the 3-team parlay.
Nope.
We have no idea. I have the algorithm that I tweak. You have your dartboard. I mean, we.
Yep. That's exactly right.
But listen, at the end of the day, we keep track of our records for the entire season.
This whole season, right here, right in front of you.
Except for the one week that we we didn't have the show. But listen, those records are true. Look how close we are. 133, 131, and we're both about 10 games over 500. That's amazing.
Hey, just a note, we did have our picks. We just didn't have the show.
Yeah, we didn't have the show. We put our picks out. Yeah.
The picks are in here. The picks are in what you're seeing right there. So we've got that. But, dude, 12 games above 500. I'm 8 games above 500.
That's an entire season of – it's because we don't play around. This is we like to have fun. But we don't have dartboards back. Well, I mean, in the back room, and we're out here. We're trying to pick winners every single week. It's hard to do
winners. Yeah, absolutely,
and that's what we do on a consistent basis. So go back and watch every show if you haven't. If you're just new to us and you want to be like, who are these guys? What are they talking about? Wait. If you want winners, we give them to you.
Come on over. All right. Hey,
great week, Grant. Great week, Grant McLaren.
Nice job. Kool-Aid pick, man.
Good showing. Kool-Aid pick again.
I was so excited about that. Oh, the Chargers came through. Okay. Look at these other records, man.
Yeah, good weeks. Good weeks.
Grey Goose 63, 11-5. Taz Machine, another 11-5, man. I mean, this is awesome.
Taz the Machine is the real deal.
Yeah. Actually, he has good weeks about every week.
Mm-hmm.
So we did get a hold of Grey Goose. His name is Robert. Robert's actually on the board with us.
Robert, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Robert.
Absolutely. But look at this. Dan Campbell, Highlights, Sports Boys, Tua, Wyatt. They all just awesome weeks. And then it just continues on. I mean, it goes pretty far down the board before we go sub 500 here. Joining me here, too, All Out and Derek and Xavier. So on a great week. Now, it even continued even better than that. Look at this.
Hit the 3-teamer. I hit the 3-teamer.
Dude, nice.
Pittsburgh was Lock City all day. I mean, Ben's last game. Come on.
Absolutely. But not just you. Harrison Weaver. Here's Robert. You got Derek Carr, All Out Broncos, Dan Campbell, Taz, the Machine. All you guys. I mean,
I wish Dan Campbell would stop worrying about his picks so much and just spend some time on his game planning. Come on, Dan. Good Lord.
I forget who it is. He just loves it every time you pick against the Bills. There's a couple people that I want to hear what Carl says this week. Yeah.
I will say it again. I'm personally responsible for your team turning it around. And I'm going to pick against them all the way through the Super Bowl, guys. All the way through.
Okay, let's move on. This is it. Last week, 18. Okay. Book them. I mean, the tickets are being punched as we speak right now. Let's talk playoffs. So, AFC, who's in so far? You've got the Titans, Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, the Patriots. They're all in. They're locked. They've got a ticket to the dance.
So the Colts beat Jacksonville and they're in, right?
The Colts, I think, if the Colts win, they're in. Yeah, the Colts win, they're in.
And then it comes down to, it would be. The Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014.
I cannot believe that is a fact.
So I'm just going to throw that out there.
I cannot.
What does it mean?
That's a fact.
I don't know. Jacksonville's probably going to show up to play. The fans are talking about coming to the stadium dressed as clowns. I mean, that's a true story. It's a true story. I just read it today.
Wait a minute.
The Colts should win, right? So they should be in. And then it comes down to who wins between the Raiders and the Chargers.
Yeah, and the Ravens and the Steelers who play each other. That's a meaningful game. They got to win and then need help. Yep, they need help from the Colts, the Raiders, the Chargers. To get in. So
how about Tennessee? They beat Houston. They get the bye, and they get to sit back and wait for Derrick Henry.
Yes, they get the bye, they get the extra week off, and then they get Derrick Henry back. Are you kidding me?
I wonder if anybody picked them to win the Super Bowl this year.
I tell you what, dude. When Henry went down, I had him buried. I said they're barely going to make it into the playoffs. They're a whip over the line. They'll probably make it in. I did not see them maintaining to get the first round bye.
Their offensive line is so good. Vrabel has got them so well coached. The defense is playing so well. They're the real deal.
Isn't that the sign of a good team, though, that they lose a star player, but they still rally together, and they still kept going? I mean, seriously. I think Tannehill is one of those quarterbacks where he hasn't been losing them the game either, right? I mean, we talked about that. Is the quarterback position, and off of Brady's words, is it's my job not to lose the game, because you touch the ball every single play. And I think that's a credit not only to Tennessee's defense, to Tannehill this year. Because do we watch 60 minutes of Tennessee football every single week? Yeah.
Do you sit down and watch Tennessee football 60 minutes every single week? No. I do, because I put in more film time than you. But I'm just kidding. We don't, right? We don't see that. But you have to say, wow, they're doing something right there. And I don't see Tannehill having awful games like a Baker Mayfield.
No.
He doesn't have those type of games. So.
I tell you what, Vrabel. It was Vrabel. Originally it was Brian Flores. I thought was coach of the year. At one point I said Belichick, because what he's done with a rookie quarterback should be coach of the year. But now I'm thinking Vrabel should be coach of the year, because when you lose,
you lost a star player.
Yeah, not just a star. I mean, Derrick Henry after last week he is still sixth in the AFC in rushing, or NFL in rushing, even though he hasn't played like the last 5 weeks.
Great stat. If I had a bell, I've been ding ding, good stat.
I know, really. So ding, ding. Just really something else. Okay, let's go over to the NFC. Packers, they're locked. Number one. It's like what, 30 years in a row, something like that they've got the first round bye, and then
how are you beating the Packers right now? Anybody in that group is going to beat Green Bay in Green Bay with fans in the stands?
Oh, that's right. Last year, no fans, wasn't it? That's right. There were no fans. This year, you get fans in the stands. That's an excellent point.
Huge difference. Huge.
You get the Rams.
Goosebumps thinking about it. How just the games this year, how great they've been.
You get the Rams. Can Matt Stafford not turn over the ball? I mean, that's And
he will. No, he absolutely will. That's a lock. And I'm sorry, that's Matt Stafford. He is going to turn the ball over.
If the
Rams play at Green Bay will win by 3 touchdowns.
I know. As you're wearing the Matt Stafford jersey.
Look, it's my love. My love with Detroit still. I can't deny it.
There you go. Okay.
That's how the fans know me. Either that or my Browns garbage.
Okay. Buccaneers, they got lots of injuries. Lots of injuries at the wrong time of the season, man. They're in trouble.
Shouldn't affect them. Tom Brady, they're going to win. I mean,
Tom Brady knows how to win. It's Tom Brady. Okay. The Cowboys, not sure, they're kind of a Jekyll and Hyde team, right?
Yeah, I don't understand.
You just don't know. So all of these teams are in, including the Cardinals and the Eagles. So the only team that's not locked in is San Francisco and New Orleans. So they both have meaningful games this week because they need to win, right? And they both play in the 425 games. So we got 2 meaningful games right there alone because San Francisco and New Orleans. So that's something to look forward to. All right. Anything else to say about the playoffs, dude? I can't wait. I'm looking forward to the playoffs.
Listen, I'm ready to go. We got to pick some Week 18 games, and these are hard enough.
All right. Brown bag.
Oh, brown bag. I'm going Dallas, man. I mean, listen. We say it all the time, just okay is not okay, right? The Dallas Cowboys, you're still fighting for a shot at potentially a number 1 seed, playing a lower seed in the playoffs, and you came out and lost. I mean, the game wasn't even really that close. They kind of battled back. How did you lose that game to Arizona at home? Does playing in front of your fans mean anything? I mean, come on, Dallas, really. That's the same thing that I was so mad at Buffalo when they lost to New England on that Monday night game in front of their home fans coming out in that cold, and you lay an egg like that. I feel the same way about Dallas right now. Like, come on, are you in it to win it or not? Are you just okay? And in my opinion, they're just okay.
That's a good way of saying it. Okay. I'm going to go with the Giants. Now, I know you're going.
Oh, wait, was this brown bag for the whole season? Because
it is a cumulative brown bag. Okay. Yes. Now, what they need to do, 2 years ago, I was on Matt Patricia, or last year, I was all over Matt Patricia. I'm still on Mike Zimmer. Got to go.
Dan
Gruden,
Quinn.
I thought had to go for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Joe Judge has to go for the Giants. You got to get rid of this guy.
Disaster. God, they're bad. And I keep thinking
absolute disaster. And you know how I hype this up? Coach or coordinator, man. This dude is coordinator at best. That's all he is.
Yeah.
He is not a head coach. And if you want to get better than the Giants, there is no way except you got to get rid of your front office and get rid of Joe Judge. It's got to start that way.
They just got blown out by the Bears. Like they just got blown out by the Bears. And that's another one where you got a lame duck coach. Nagy's not going to be there. You got blown out by the Bears.
The Bears. I mean, you've been in love with the Bears all year long. And the fact that when you get blown out by the Bears, that's telling, man. That is really, really telling right there. So
Unbelievable.
Enough said. Okay. What do you say, dude? Want to get to the board for week 18?
Listen, I'm locked in. The algorithm's hot. 18. This is going to be – these are tough games to pick this week because there's a lot that's go. Who's playing? Who's putting their heart on the line in an NFL game that means nothing or that means something to one team and not the other? Who's going to go out there and battle? Because an NFL game, you're really, every time you step on the field, your career's on the line.
That's right. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Carl's remote, but I'm going to be at the board. He's going to give you the picks. We're going to get him out there. We get Robert on the board with us. Let's get this thing going, man. Okay, I'm going to position it so you guys can see it. Tell me if you can see it okay. Look okay?
Is that you and Urban Meyer back there?
We're dancing. That's right. Where's Urban? Yeah, we're dancing. Okay. Right. Saturday afternoon. Chiefs taking the Broncos. Meaningful game. Chiefs have to win if they have any chance to make the, get the first round bye. Who do you like?
All right. So
11.5. Chiefs by 11.5.
This 11.5, I think you're going to see a very similar output. Kansas City should win this game. Drew Lock's quarterbacking for Drew Lock, right? Quarterbacking for Denver.
Yep.
And it is going to be in Denver. It's in front of their fans. They are going to come out and play. Kansas City's going to do enough to win. They're going to be in kind of a cruise control mode. Let's make sure we win this game, get and move forward. I don't see them blowing them out. They're going to get a lead. They're going to hang on. If they get a big lead, you're going to see guys come out of the game, and Denver's going to get some garbage points at the end. This is going to be a touchdown 10-point game. Kansas City just kind of cruise controls it. Late score by Denver to cover. I'm taking Denver.
All right. I like it. I like that pick. So Carl's got Denver. Robert's got Denver as well. I'm honestly I'm still deciding on this one. Everything you just said, you just sold me, man. You just absolutely sold me. I still want to go with the Chiefs, but 11.5 points in Denver. You know what? I'm going to go with you. I'm going to follow your lead on that one.
That's a good pick.
Just because Kansas City's only going to do what they have to do to win the game. I mean, it gets.
They're going to be. I think they'll be in control the whole game. There won't be a threat.
No.
But yeah.
No,
fourth quarters get crazy in the NFL. I think Denver covers.
Cowboys take on the Eagles. Cowboys by 5.5. This is a meaningless game. Absolutely meaningless game. I mean, it doesn't change. The world does not get off its axis. Doesn't matter. Both teams are in.
Dallas is trying to improve their seeding as the only thing they've got going for them. But honestly, I think they're going to be looking ahead to trying to win a playoff game. And I think Philly's going to win this game at home.
You know what? You're going Philly.
Yep.
I'm going to go Philly too, bud. For the exact same thing. Robert's got the Cowboys, but I'm with you.
They're thinking ahead. They're prepping for the playoffs right now. Who are we going to play? They're this game. I mean, it's a rivalry game, but they're not going to come out there and put it all out on the line. And I mean, Dallas is soft anyway. They're just soft, which is why they can blow somebody out one week and be so bad the next. And they're not gonna like show up and try to dominate this game.
Yeah,
they're soft.
Absolutely. All right, Tennessee takes on Houston. Tennessee wins this game. No doubt about it. Tennessee wins game, but it's Titans by 10. I mean, once again, they don't have to. You earn nothing by blowing them out.
I'm so sick of taking Houston and losing. Like I really am.
Okay,
so just give me Houston and just get it over with.
Robert's taking Houston.
Just give me Houston.
You're taking Houston. I'm going Tennessee, dude. I'm going to go Tennessee. I think that they don't want to. This is a bad time to get in bad habits. Like barely. I mean, if they can win big, they're going to try to win big.
They're going to run the ball. They're going to grind. They're going to run the ball.
They're going to run the ball. That's what they're going to do. Okay, Colts, meaningful game. Have to take on the Jaguars, which, like you said, they haven't won in Jacksonville. So what? 2014.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a game where there's your season's on the line. You're playing a team that you should dominate. You're a more than 2 touchdown favorite. And a lot of times that creates tentative play. That creates playing tight. You're not out there flinging it with nothing to lose. And that's going to create a scenario where Jacksonville's going to fight. I mean, you could get blown out and lose 24-14, 28-14, 24-10, and you're not covering. And I'm going to take Jacksonville to score 17 points and the Colts not to score 32.
And that's a good point because Jacksonville, this is their last chance to play together. I mean, it's like, what can they learn? I'm going to go with you on that. Now, Robert's saying the Colts, which I understand, but I'm going to go with you on Jacksonville.
This is a big game for the Colts. They're not going to be loosey goosey. I mean, even if they get up 21-0, they're going to shut it down. They're going to go in cruise control.
If you're up by 2 touchdowns, are you going to keep Taylor in the game? Hell no. Get Jonathan Taylor out of there. I mean, get him out of harm's way.
15.5 is a lot.
The Bengals take on the Browns. Bengals have Brandon Allen playing.
Brandon Allen, still weapons all around him. You've got no Baker Mayfield playing for Cleveland, which may actually be better for Cleveland's overall chemistry.
That's why I'm taking the Browns.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to stay on the Bengals here to cover. What is it now? You're going to give me 6 points? Yeah. I'll take the Bengals to still find a way to win this game. They're more than just one person.
I'm telling you that the Browns seem to respond better to Case Keenum. I mean,
they don't like Baker. Baker's a joke. He's done. The Browns are, as they say in the commercial, the Browns where we'll be this January at home with Baker Mayfield is where they'll be.
All right, here's a meaningless game. The Packers take on the Lions. Packers by 3.5. I haven't heard of Rodgers is playing. Have you? I mean, why would
he wants to play? But that doesn't mean he will.
You can't.
And it doesn't mean he's going to play the whole game. Maybe he'll play a half. But listen, you could give me Green Bay's 3rd string, okay? And all of those guys, do you know what Green Bay is? They're a championship football team. So if you peel the layers of a championship football team, when you get to the other layers, what do you have down underneath that? You still have a championship football team. So you keep peeling the layers away, and you've got a team that wants to win, believes in winning, and knows how to win. And the Lions are not there yet. You could give me the 3rd string championship caliber football in Green Bay, and they're still going to beat the Detroit Lions.
Dude, that was awesome. That breakdown was absolutely awesome. I got to tell you.
I'm locked in, man.
It was jeez.
It's a serious handicapping show, Doug. What do you think? We don't put on blindfolds and throw darts at a board here, man.
That was all right. Do the shameless plug. That's
it's a serious handicapping show, man. Share it with your friends. We know what we're doing here.
All right, I'll go with you on that. I'll go with you. Jeez. Somebody gave me smack on YouTube this past week. Dude, you're running scared. I mean, you're always picking the favorites. What are you picking the favorites for all the time? What's going on?
Right. That's what you do, man, right? But listen, I said it middle of the season too. I said, listen, it's when I was in a slump. And I said, when you're down and you're in a slump, it's your instinct to just want to pick the favorite. I was like, just pick a dog. Just pick a dog and you will start winning. I promise you. Don't be scared to pick the underdogs. The favorites will cover, but don't be scared to pick a dog, really.
Okay, speaking of dogs, you got Washington at the Giants, dog. Washington by 7. Now, you would think this is perfect for me. I put the Giants up on the board. They're going to rebound this week. Heck no, not a chance. And you know where? No way. Washington all the way in this one, dude. Washington all the way. And in fact, Robert's going Washington as well. Who do you like?
So this is just two garbage football teams that really it doesn't mean nothing. And just because Washington's got to travel to New York to do it, I'm going to take the Giants. I've got really no hardcore logic to go with this one. It's two crap teams, and I wouldn't put my money on a crap team. I definitely wouldn't put my money on a crap team to cover 7 points. So that's why I'm going with the Giants.
You took Houston and the Giants. I mean, it's
I've got more reasoning of why I took Houston than why I took the Giants. I can't really explain the Giants pick except you got two crap teams playing. Tennessee, I think, is going to be more in a ball control style, win the game mode, as opposed to blowing them out. Where the Giants, I don't know what's going to happen in that football game. It's just two crap teams.
Okay. Speaking of
give me the touchdown with two crap teams
going here. The Bears take on the Vikings. Vikings by 5.5. I mean, okay, Bears had a nice win last week against the Giants. The Vikings, well, they lost against the Packers last week.
Nagy's on his way out. The Bears are a complete disaster. They're a mess. Minnesota, these guys, Zimmer may be on his way out too. Cousins may be out too. I've heard rumors of Cousins to Cleveland. But reunited with Stefanski, the offensive coordinator in Minnesota. I'm not calling that to happen, but I think Minnesota is going to play harder for their fans. Skol, they're going to come out and they are the stinky fish of the season, but the Bears are terrible. They're not coming to this game to play. Minnesota blows them out. I think this is a blowout game. Minnesota wins by 2 touchdowns.
Okay, I'll go with you on Minnesota. I mean, on paper, Minnesota does it. They still the better team.
Oh, man, yeah. They're still, they're going to come out. They're going to play in front of their fans.
I mean, they habitually do the least with the most. That is Minnesota.
Right. They're stinky fish, yeah.
But they're sick fish. That's right. That's exactly it. All right, let's go to the other side of the board. Let's go to the afternoon games here then. Okay, right. Meaningful game. You got the Steelers taking on the Ravens. Ravens by 6.
Big Ben in his last home game, a game that was so important, and they really barely pulled that game out. Najee Harris is a fantastic back. I think Baltimore. This is some points. Both teams still have a shot. I don't see either one of them getting in, but I do see Baltimore pulling it out at home. I kind of think Ben is done. Like he's like, I'm good. Ben's like, I got my last win at home. I'm gonna hang them up. I'm good. Baltimore pulls them out. If they get up big, I don't see Pittsburgh having fight in them to stay in the game.
I think the difference is the away game. It's in Baltimore. I'm going to go with everything you said about that. I think the Ravens win the game, and I think the Pittsburgh gave it the office last week against the Browns. I mean, they left it out on the field. Yeah. I mean, no, I don't see them doing it 2 weeks in a row. No, it's Ravens all the way. Another meaningful game for the 49ers. 49ers had LA take on the Rams. Rams by 4.5. This is more meaningful to the 49ers than it is the Rams. I mean, the Rams are locked in. I think they're still going to get a home game. So it's the 49ers who need to win to stay in the playoff chase. Who do you like? Rams by 4.5.
This is a tough game for me. I kind of snuck in.
Going with 49ers.
I snuck in some love. All right, Rob. I snuck in some love for the Niners a couple weeks ago. I said, man, they're kind of a dark horse. I'm going with the Rams. I'm going with the Rams. I think they get it done. I'm just going to go with the Rams. I don't have any other explanation than I think this
last week you were singing the praises of the 49ers too.
And then they came out and put the beat down too. They did. You've got to remember this is an emotional up and down league, right?
Right.
And that was a big emotional win for San Francisco last week. That was a big win. And I think that this is I'm going to be honest, this is a tough game for me to call, but
it is.
It's one where for some reason I feel like oh my God, San Francisco. And when you step back and look at it and you look at the big picture and everything that's played out for this season, the Rams should win this game, and they should win it convincingly.
They should cover that 4.5. I agree with you. Okay, the Saints go on the road, stay indoors, go to Atlanta. Saints by 4.5. Saints need to win this game to stay in the play. Remember, it's them and the 49ers. Those are the two that are vying for that last spot. What do you like?
Who gets it if they both lose?
That's
49ers? I'm going with Atlanta.
You're going with Atlanta? Seriously?
Yep.
Seriously? Jeez. Seriously?
Yeah, Atlanta will win that game.
I'm going to go with the Saints. In fact, I'm going to go with the Saints so much. They're the Kool-Aid pick, man. Right here. Saints, Kool-Aid pick. Absolutely.
I'm starting to think we should talk about the Kool-Aid pick before the show. It's just sometimes. All right, Kool-Aid pick. Let's go. Let's go. That's the lock. Doug says it's the lock, guys. Doug says it's the lock. It's the Kool-Aid pick. You can put all your eggs in that basket.
If I get
I'm not going to defend my Atlanta pick. Same way I didn't defend my Denver pick last week. Last week I had Denver.
I'm going to go back to the Kool-Aid picks. And the ones that you don't like are the ones that you usually get.
Listen,
I know.
We need like a mashup of that, right? So,
yeah, I'm going Saints all the way, brother. All right. Seahawks taking on the Cardinals. Cardinals by 6.5. This one, what is it with this game? Let's see. If Arizona wins and where the Rams lost, they could get the division.
Listen, Seattle is not a team that's going to. They're going to show up and play, and they're not going to get beat by 6.5. These teams know each other. Seattle's going to come in and play tough. I think it comes down to the last possession. So give me Seattle.
You're going to take Seattle?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Arizona because Arizona needs to win this one, and they need to prove themselves that they can win as they're going into the playoffs. They need to get into the playoffs with the right strike. Arizona, they're going to cover that 6.5. All right, big game here. Jets take on the Bills. 16 points, Bills. It's in Buffalo, so you know the weather's going to be just ugly, right? Who do you like? Buffalo, if Buffalo wins, they're in the division. Buffalo's going to win the game. There's no way they lose the game.
Okay, listen. We both know that you should never, ever, ever say that. We both know you should never say what you just said.
Bills Mafia, they're winning. It's not a question about them winning. Despite what Carl says, they're winning.
I'm going to take Buffalo minus the 16.5 or whatever.
You are going to take Buffalo?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Jets got nothing to play for. No, Buffalo roll them over. Buffalo will get up big and hold on, even if they go into cruise control. Might be 27-3. The Jets don't have anything. Buffalo.
The Jets kept Tampa Bay at bay last week.
That was a different game. That was Tom Brady on the road. This is Buffalo at home.
I am this close to taking the Jets. This close. I mean, the 16 points. I mean, for that 16 points.
That's a lot. It's a lot of points. I mean,
all right, you know what?
Don't be scared to take a dog, man. Really.
If I'm going to pick a dog, I'm picking.
I don't think this is the game to do it, but you know.
So you applaud me for picking the Jets.
I don't know this is the right. I don't know this is the right game. The algorithm says Buffalo covers, so I'm going with the algorithm. It's not 100%, but it picks winners. So,
all right, Patriots take on the Dolphins. Patriots by 6.5. And this one for the Patriots, I mean, they could get home field, but they need a lot of help. They got to win the game, and they need a lot of help. I mean, basically everybody else will lose. Which is not going to happen.
You know what I like about Miami is that they will never quit. And they're going to – this is, again, a game. This game's going to be decided in the fourth quarter by a possession. It's going to be a one-possession game. It could be 4 points. It could be 3 points. I don't think it'll be 7. I'm going to take the Dolphins.
You're going to take the Dolphins?
Yep.
Interesting.
The Dolphins will fight. They're not a team that's going to pack it up like Washington and the Giants and some of these other garbage, the Bears. Miami's not going to pack it up. I like Miami. They've built a lot of momentum going into next year. Guys still playing to be on the team. They're well coached, and they're going to play New England toe-to-toe.
I'm going to go with the Patriots just because the same sort of thought process with the Cardinals. They need to win. They want to win. They want to win big. They want to show themselves what they can do. And they don't want to keep it close so that the Dolphins can maybe catch them off guard, late in the game. I think that the Patriots cover that 6.5. All right, Carolina takes on the Bucs in Tampa Bay. Bucs by 8. This game is meaningless. Means absolutely nothing in the world. I mean,
do you remember when Cam Newton came out and said, "I'm back"?
Yeah,
Newton said, "I'm back." You're back to lose some more. Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay. Carolina is just they're a mess. They've got nothing to play for. They're not going to show up and play this game. They're not going to have any heart in it. Tampa Bay should get up big, hold on big. They won't let Carolina backdoor a score. It's a blowout. Tampa Bay covers.
Even with all the missing pieces that Tampa Bay doesn't have, right?
They still have. They listen. Tom Brady's not going to lose the football game. They're going to get up some scores. Carolina's not going to have the fight. They don't have the weapons to even stay in this game. Tampa Bay still got a great defense, and they're going to win big. Tampa Bay wins big.
You know what, dude? I'm going to go with you on that. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay as well for the exact same thing you said. It's just Tampa Bay, right? They're not going to lose this one. They're not going to.
And Carolina's a mess. I mean, it's for the fact that Carolina isn't going to show up and have any kind of fight or make it. Exactly. I mean, Cam's just flinging the ball all over the field. He doesn't care where he's throwing it. He doesn't care. Absolutely. He's more worried about what his post-game outfit is. Like, he's terrible.
Okay, this is my game of the day. What a way to wrap up the season. The regular season
comes down to win and in for the Raiders. Wow.
Well, wait a minute. It's a playoff game. It's a playoff game is what it is, right? We're watching, San Francisco, the Saints, the Raiders and Chargers. These are all playoff games. If you win, you're probably in. If you lose, you're out. For sure.
The winner of this one is in. The winner
of this one is in. So Chargers by 3. They go to Las Vegas. I mean, early in the season, the Chargers blew out the Raiders. Just humiliated the Raiders. Just beat them up. Okay, who do you like? I tell you what, Robert likes the Chargers.
Now, Doug, I was thinking I was going to let you pick first and then deliver my pick because I have the winner. Do you want me to go first?
Do you want me to go first?
The pick that I deliver is the correct winning pick.
Okay, then let me try it here.
In the playoffs.
All right, let me try this then. This the pick. You never want to be wrong, right? I hope I'm wrong, but my gut says 95% of me says the Chargers are the more explosive team, and they're going to win and cover the 3 points. Mm-hmm. And I hope I'm wrong. I absolutely hope I'm wrong on that. Go ahead.
Well, I can tell you that I have the winner of this game.
I can't wait.
And the team that's going to go to the playoffs.
I want the Raiders to win.
The team that's going to the playoffs in their new stadium, packed with fans, is the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh my gosh!
They are going to the playoffs. They're going to win that game. That stadium's going to be rocking as loud as it can get. Prime time, do or die. Raiders are in. Raiders are in.
Let's put it right here again. I hope I'm wrong. I absolutely hope I'm wrong.
I got this game.
But it reminds me of this. I know I'm really going to go back. Is the late 80s. The Raiders, it was game 14. They were playing in the Giants in New York.
How many penalties did they have in that game? Late 80s.
A zillion penalties. All they had to do was beat the Giants. The lowly Giants that year, they lost the game. Didn't make the playoffs. It reminds me of just that, where you were excited about it. They lose the game, and then they're out of the playoffs. I mean, it just so that's
last regular season game too. How exciting! My last regular season game is whether or not we're going to get the number 1 draft pick again. Yours is whether or not you're going to be in the playoffs.
All right, buddy. So here's what we got.
Yeah,
I have in my little fingers here 1, 2, and 3. You give me your 3-team parlay.
Tampa Bay covers. Tampa Bay covers.
Tampa Bay.
Green Bay covers.
Green Bay.
The onion, the layers of championship football.
There you go.
And the third team on the parlay is Denver's going to be within that double digits.
Denver? Oh, my gosh. So you've got Tampa Bay, you've got Green Bay, and you've got Denver for the winning 3-team parlay in Week 18, dude.
Wrap it up. I
like it.
Okay.
So we got it, bud. We got the board. It worked.
Hey, listen, we went long today. This is a long show. So if you stayed with us from the beginning of the show to now, this is longer than our average show, about 15 minutes longer than our regular show. But what we wanted to show you today is, again, we're serious about picking winners. This is a serious handicap show. Tell your friends, like the show, subscribe to the show. We're going to be picking winners all the way through the playoffs, and we're going to keep doing it every week. Fire and Brimm. Let's do it.
Absolutely. And like you said, subscribe to the show. Tell us who your picks are. We want to hear who you like this week, right?
Listen, we bring up our fans we bring up the audience all the time. We bring up you guys all the time.
Oh,
we share your picks. We share your successes. We put you on the board. Let's go.
Absolutely. So, hey, and try this too, please. Seriously, tell people about it. I want to see if we can actually blow this thing out, for a week and just that many more not subscribers, but just views than we normally get. So please tell people about it. I mean, this is so much fun.
We picked winners, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
The Series Handicapping Show, Doug.
It is. What was that?
The Series Handicapping Show.
I'll show it again. A serious handicapping show.
That's right.
So
tell me who does it better. Tell me who does it better. You want to do that? Like, these guys do it better. Yeah. They've got the inside information, right? Let's go. Tell me who does it better.
So as Carl said, we'll get this out on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. We'll do a little TikTok here in a minute. Tell us your picks. Please tell people about the show. We'd really appreciate that. And just enjoy Week 18. I can't wait for next week for the first round of the playoffs.
Let's go. Let's do this.
I cannot wait for that. So, hey, everybody, have a great Week 18. Have fun. And we will see you guys next week. Pick some winners. That's right.
Have fun. Pick some winners.
All right. So what is this? We're going to go this way. Ready? There you go. Okay. Okay. Enough. There you go. All right, everybody. Have a great one. We'll see you later. Bye.